I know we're way off topic, but I mean, if honestly, the conspiracy theorists on the Titanic,
they hit an Abrams tank instead of a iceberg.
You and I were talking about this the other day, and I really appreciate what you had to say because you had some crazy things. I had known a little bit about how they were like, oh, they switched ships, and repainted the back of one while it was in dock or something.
There's all kind of
there's a lot of shit.
Crazy things. Yeah.
Hey guys, it happened. There's the proof. Dino made me the burger.
I've known you a long time, Dino.
Yeah.
And you have never, ever made me a cheeseburger.
You know what, man? Next time you come, it's
Go buy
on
an
for
RV.
sure.
Yeah, go buy an RV.
Oh, that's right. You're not a buyer.
Yeah.
Cheeseburgers are for buyers, okay?
That means I must have bought the bus. So we're coming to you soon. Get your burger. Come to Mike Thompson and buy that bus.
Guys, you can be adventurous, but you got to be smart about it. And the company that Adam's talking about it, you go down on one of their subs, you're fine. I mean, it's a real sub.
But it's an 8-hour trip to get down there.
Oh, it's 8 hours.
Yeah.
I thought it was
just to
6.
get down.
Yeah.
Honestly, between the two, that's a commitment right there, just to get down. Yeah.
I would freak the hell out. There's no way I could be in that little tiny thing. You imagine the two of us sitting in there farting and drinking beer the whole way down for 8 hours? Oh, we'd be dead.
4 hours.
Yeah.
4 hours each way.
Yeah,
Okay.
4 hours.
Imagine these poor sailors in the Navy that they don't see the light of day for months.
Live on them?
For like 6 months.
Yeah, it's like, man, they leave. It's dark when they leave, and it's dark when they get home. And imagine that crap.
Dude.
And they're not even that near as deep.
I'd have to listen to crickets and birds in the morning, like little audio sounds of that shit, just to like keep myself sane, right?
But guys, think about it. How good is a sub now anymore? Anyway, it's like a tank. I mean, the tank's pretty useless now. So's the sub.
Wait, I think submarines have made incredible advances.
No, for scientific things, but not for warfare.
No.
They're not good for warfare.
They're still
anymore.
called the silent killers for a reason.
Yeah, no, I get that. I get what you're saying. But the thing is, I mean, I can hit you from space now.
No, you're right. I mean, but I
don't have to risk 800 lives in the sub.
We're going down a rabbit hole here. That's totally different than the topic.
But let's do it. Let's sink down the rabbit hole, baby. Take us down, Ed.
Put your fucking hat on. Let's go.
The American submarine fleet is way bigger than what you think it is.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Okay, I believe that. Yeah,
and the reason being is that is the number one stealth opportunity to keep all your goodies hid.
You're hidden. It's stealth. I agree with that. But in warfare today, you know a lot more about warfare than I do, and I know we're way off topic, but this whole thing with drones and all that, they have drone subs. What I'm saying is you don't need men and women down on these things anymore.
Well,
or doing this shit anymore, or up in freaking aircraft.
I don't know, because you always got that. I mean, I don't care how autonomous anything is. Mm-hmm. You still got to have that human connection today. I'm not saying that the Navy, the brains of the Navy don't have some kind of, some bigger intelligence into this than I got. Like I said, I was in the Army. So all I know is, man, submarines, they're badass. And that's one of those things, they can sneak up on you and kill you.
I've been on 2 subs in my life, one nuclear and one non, and it scared the shit out of me.
Well, I guess everybody's seen, what was that, the Denzel Washington movie where he was on the submarine and the guy was like going rogue a little bit. And
the one I know is Hunt for Red October with Sean Connery.
What was it, Alabama?
I don't know. Crimson Tide?
Crimson Tide.
Yeah, but the big one was the Hunt for Red October.
Yeah, wasn't that a Tom Clancy novel it was off of?
Yeah, Tom Clancy, exactly.
And that's a true thing, man. it's really a true thing that could happen. You know, you get some rogue captain somewhere on a submarine, and
That could happen on a battleship of anything, you know. I mean,
no, you're right. But I mean, with a battleship, it's up on top of the water, though.
that's true, but it's still got nuclear devices.
It does, but
I'll tell you one thing I like about you, Ed. is You're not going to sit here and tell me you know a bunch of things about submarines that you don't know. What you said about submarines was perfect. You're like, well, that's why I'm in the Army. I was in there because
no, I mean, I can tell you
Yeah.
anything you want to know about an Abrams tank.
Yep.
I mean, honestly, I have built them.
Can it swim?
I have repaired them. No, it does not float.
Okay.
However, it does have a ring around it that if it gets submerged, the driver can blow the ring up and seal the hull from the turret.
Whoa.
So he has some chance of surviving until the recovery crew gets him out of there.
How many minutes does he have?
Oh, he's got, well, as long as the turret don't sink all the way. And I've seen it happen.
So that'd be like river sink, not like.
Well,
No, he's not going. You're not saying it got submerged all the way. You're just saying.
Well, we had one that fell in a sinkhole in Germany one time.
Uh-huh.
And all you could see was the top of the gun tube and about maybe 6 or 8 inches of the turret sticking out through the mud. We had to get engineers to dig it out with bulldozers. And we were passing food and water to the driver because he's stuck in there
yeah.
because you couldn't get him out.
And was he the only one in there?
He was the only one in. The rest of the crew had already gotten out.
Is the driver the lowest one in the tank?
The
Oh yeah,
driver
he's
is-
at the
yeah.
bottom.
Okay.
He's at the bottom in the hull in the front.
You know where your tracks are? You know,
The
on
sides
on
is
ta-
as
yeah,
much as
yeah.
I know.
You're all the way at the bottom of those.
Right. You're at the
Oh,
bottom.
whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're at the bottom. You're actually like,
Like, you got to look out for a speed bump because it could.
oh yeah, look out for a speed bump because you're gonna skin your ass.
It's going to hit your sphincter.
But it's no, seriously. They used to joke that the driver's seat was made by Lazy Boy because of the way you're actually laying back and you got a T-bar that you drive by with a twist throttle like a motorcycle, and you got a range selector for your drives up here, and then you got a control panel, and it tells you everything you need to know about the engine and transmission and temperatures and everything like that.
What a trip.
Yeah, no, it's look it up and you'll see what I'm telling you.
It's state of the art.
It is. No, it's. I mean, well, see, here was the thing. When we went from the M60A3 to the M1A1,
I'm going to bet my Expedition it's a lot more state of the art than his tank.
oh, I bet your Expedition
It's more
is
state of the art
nothing
than.
compared to that M1 Abrams. An Abrams tank, when you laser
How did we
target,
get here?
Yeah.
it configures in 7 different items into a shooting solution before you squeeze the trigger. It gives you wind speed, wind, direction. It gives you the speed you're traveling, the speed the target's traveling, the terrain, because it's stabilizing you, keeping your gun on target. I mean,
That's crazy. I mean, these are all things I think they wish they would have had on the Titanic.
Yeah, well-
the Titanic really could have benefited from this.
Yes.
Now that we're thinking of
well,
submarines.
I know we're way off topic, but I mean, if honestly, the conspiracy theorists on the Titanic,
Yeah.
They hit an Abrams
freaking-
tank instead of a
yeah, they hit
iceberg.
You and I were talking about this the other day, and I really appreciate what you had to say because you had some crazy things. I had known a little bit about how they were like, oh, they switched ships, and repainted the back of one while it was in dock or something.
There's
and
all kind of
Oh, there's
crazy,
a lot of shit.
Crazy
conspiracy theories.
things,
But
yeah.
like I was saying earlier, they've never recovered the original ship's captain's log.
How could you?
Well, because it's supposed to be given to the first mate when the first mate is put on the lifeboat, but the captain never relinquished the captain's log to the first mate when he put him on the life raft. And there's a whole etiquette thing.
Guys, I recommend being the first mate because you
Oh,
can't
yeah.
get on the lifeboat.
Well, that's the whole.
The hell with
whole,
the captain's ship, man. I'm going first mate. Yeah.
Yeah, because the whole thing about the captain going down with the ship stuff. Yeah. But the first mate is supposed to be put on a life raft and supposed to have the captain's log,
Right.
which gives you everything right up to the time of the incident that happened.
right up to that book being placed in his hand.
Right.
Or their hand, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, right up to the information. Hey, the captain is turning over the log, and that never happened. The captain took it down with him.
So if we find the heart of the ocean, we find the captain's log.
Hey.
Do you guys, these conspiracy theorists and all this, but I will tell you that I know for a fact, some of these things that happen, these airplanes that go down, these trains that derail, all this stuff, is because one faction is trying to take out one target, and the best way to take that target out is to take out a whole group so you don't know you're trying to take out that one target. And that's been a thought with the Titanic.
Well, the old saying is don't piss off a Clinton.
Well, the bitch will fuck you up.
Who would have been the with that one about the Titanic, Ham? Who do they say was the passenger in question in that situation?
There's a few, but Ambassador Royal was on the ship with his wife, who was in the German army, and he was supposedly one of the guys that was Hitler's right-hand guy later on, or not Hitler, Mussolini, and they said he could have been a target, but who knows? It's all speculation bullshit.
Well, that's the thing about the whole internet conspiracy theory crap. It's all, nothing can really ever be,
substantiated. It's not going to happen. It's done and over with.
No, 1912 would have still been a fair bit before, because the Spanish Civil War hadn't started yet, and that was pre Mussolini. Francisco Franco.
When was Mussolini in office?
The 30s.
World War II, yeah.
Yeah.
So
and he was the
before
beginning.
Mussolini? Stalin.
I don't think, because this would have been during, if not before, the Russian Revolution. So Stalin might have been involved with the Bolsheviks at this point, or he was still very young. So no, it wouldn't have been that either. And I didn't get anything for Royal. So let's see, was the Titanic a hit job for a passenger? Craziest Titanic conspiracy theories explained. Now we're getting somewhere. Well, you guys, check it out. Because there's so many interesting things I feel like still unknown about the Titanic.
Oh, yeah.
And if they get to go down there and do a little more salvage, it's one of those mysteries, like Amelia Earhart stuff, that I think would be so cool to have pieces to put together now.
Okay, listen, I'm going to go out on a limb because, we don't believe that anybody landed on the moon. I don't believe the Titanic sunk. It's probably in the Bahamas, having frickin', cakes and coffee this morning. Conspiracy is conspiracy, guys. It sank. Who knows why? Probably because the guy at the helm, which was a young dude, wasn't paying attention and hit a fucking iceberg.
We might follow this one up with more conspiracy theories that we want to dig into.
Yeah, I
because
agree.
It sounds like we're just hitting the surface all of a sudden.
Hey, guys, let us know if you would have been able to swim out of that hole. Catch you next time.